Okay. Today I have the honor of calling the meeting to order one last time, and it is my pleasure to do so. We welcome you as we begin a new Rotary year by installing the new board, officers, and president of our club. To give our invocation today, we have Rebecca Maxwell, Director of the Scholarship Office at Lamar University, and leading the pledges will be past District Governor Roger McCabe, shareholder and an attorney with Mahaffey Weber. Got it. So you got it now, Rebecca.
All right, thank you. I invite you to bow your heads and pray with me or observe a moment of silence where you're at. Dear Heavenly Father, God, and other names we may know you by, what a year it has been so far. As we begin our new Rotary year, I pray for all of the leaders within Rotary and around the world. We have new challenges to face, as we have already this year, but I believe it will bring us all closer together and make us stronger, not only as individuals, but as an organization. I thank you for all of our leaders of this past year, and thank you for blessing their efforts and allowing them to have a successful year despite all of the turmoil and challenges they faced. I also want to take a moment to pray for those who are facing, especially this virus head on, all of our healthcare workers, all of those individuals who are helping care for those in need, and other individuals on the front lines that I may not even know about, those working in grocery stores, restaurants, and other types of businesses that we so vitally need. Be with our leaders this next year and everyone involved. Let us give even more of ourselves than we have in the past, and let us step outside of our comfort zone in this next year. In your name I pray, amen.
Amen. Amen. Roger?
Join me in pledge to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, one nation under God, indivisible,
for which it stands,
justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. But Texas, one state, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Rebecca and Roger. Appreciate that very much. I have just a couple of brief announcements for you. First, we'd like to thank the Rotarians who volunteered on Monday preparing the boxes of books that we mailed to the Martin Elementary third graders. There were so many good volunteers that the project was completed in less than 2 hours. Fantastic. And I am sure that I don't need to remind you that Saturday is the 4th of July. We will be doing our flag project that morning. So please remember to wear a mask and do your best to follow the social distancing guidelines as we fulfill our obligation to our subscribers. And I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you for the 2019-2020 banner that I have here. I appreciate that very, very much. And the beautiful, which I have a clock now, I appreciate that. So I have a very nice special clock and some special gifts that were delivered to my home by Jackie on behalf of the officers, board, and members of the Rotary Club of Beaumont. It was a great honor to serve as president of the Rotary Club of Beaumont, and I appreciate these wonderful gifts and so much. Thank you, all of you. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the newly installed District 5910 governor on this, her first official day on the job. District Governor Becky Mason, you have it.
Okay, thank you, Joe. It's really, really a privilege for me to be able to take part in this installation today. Of course, you are my club, and I love you all, and it's very special to me to be able to do this. So thank you for asking me, even though I'd already volunteered. I'd like for everybody to unmute yourself just for a few minutes. And if you were in the club in 2012-13 when we celebrated our centennial year, say yes.
Yes.
Okay, good, you're still around. Okay, well, I'm gonna ask you some questions. Who knows where we had it? Well, let me back up. We had a celebration. It wasn't during our meeting time. It was in the evening. And we had a special celebration for our centennial. Who knows where we had it?
Event Center.
Event Center.
That's right. It was at the Event Center. And we had a special section, a part of it, that involved music. Does anybody remember that?
Yeah.
What that was?
Yes.
Okay. What was it?
I see some of my dancers.
It was a flash mob, and it was probably the only time our club ever did or ever will do a flash mob. Unless maybe this year you might want to do it again, Cindy. That was so much fun. And so Cindy was our, yeah, that's right, Larry, you got it. And so Cindy led us valiantly, even though most of us couldn't dance too well, but she came up to the front right there in the event center, and she led us, and it was so much fun. And it was just really a special event. And that, to me, signifies Cindy. Enthusiastic, happy, loves Rotary, loves people, and energetic. She's just willing to jump in and do whatever. And we are so, so lucky to have her coming in as president of our club, leading our club as we forge new opportunities that, you know, Rotary opens opportunities, and we can look at it as like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do this year, and how are we going to handle all this? But it's okay, because we're figuring things out, and we'll continue to figure things out. We'll come up with new ways of doing what we always do, and the club has continued to do service and stay connected and all those good things in spite of the obstacles. And so I thank Joe for his work in leading us through this past year. And I know that Cindy's going to step right in with enthusiasm and spirit and lead us to another wonderful year for our club. So Cindy, I couldn't be happier that I get to install you, because I've loved working with you and look forward to it again. So Rotary International and its clubs are unusual in many respects. Every year there's a complete changeover of leadership. The the president of Rotary International changes annually. And just as a side note, this morning on Facebook, I saw Holger Knack's posting that apparently he lives on a river in Germany. And his picture showed the Rotary wheel flag flying over the river, so it's pretty cool. So the president of Rotary changes every year. All 500 plus district governors change annually, and all 34,000 plus club presidents change annually. The collective personality of Rotary International and the club is a reflection of the personalities of the people entrusted with the leadership roles. The character of a Rotary club changes each year. This encourages and fosters the ideal of service. It encourages an understanding of the object of Rotary by its club President, and other elected leaders. It promotes Rotary growth and service by individuals pursuing the goals and objectives that we set each year. You, the individual members of the Rotary Club of Beaumont, by your selection of board members and through your past presidents, have chosen from your membership the men and women who will guide the club in the year ahead. Let us recognize them for a few minutes while they stand before, well, virtually stand before us and accept their duties and responsibilities. Club Secretary Jay Wilson, would you unmute yourself and please say here so that your image will appear?
Here.
Thank you, Jay. Many wise Rotarians believe the office of Secretary is the second most vital in the life of a Rotary Club. It is a great learning and service experience. You must keep records of attendance, minutes of meetings, and file many reports adhering to deadlines. If you accept these responsibilities, please say, I do.
I do.
Thank you. Treasurer Jane Burns, would you please unmute yourself and say here?
She doesn't have a speaker, Becky.
So.
Oh,
Okay. So as treasurer of the club, it's your responsibility to keep true and accurate records of the funds of the club. You must account for these funds as requested by the president and the board of directors. If you accept these responsibilities, please respond by saying I do, and we'll assume that you say I do. Thank you, Jane. Will the following officers and directors please say here so your image will appear on everyone's computer screen? Vice President Diane Bass.
here.
Thank you. Sergeant at Arms Tony Clark.
Here.
Newly elected directors Joanne Brown.
Here.
Deborah Drago. Alan Higgins.
Here.
Gary Moncla.
Here.
Returning directors Brad Brown.
Here.
Karen Husbands.
Here.
Alan Lee.
Here.
Rebecca Maxwell.
Here.
Sherry Pierce.
Here.
Mary Poole.
Here.
Randy Shelton.
Here.
And Dana Timaeus.
Here.
Thank you. As directors and officers, your vision and understanding of the object of Rotary and its application to the programs of your club are critical responsibilities. Your interpretation of the needs of the club and the capacity of the club to meet those needs under your leadership, under the leadership of you and your president, will determine the success or failure of the club during this Rotary year, and we know it will be a success. Do you agree to conduct the affairs of this club in harmony, and will you seek to enhance the stature of the club in all 5 avenues of service? If so,
I do.
please say I do.
I do.
Thank you. President-elect Brad Brown, please say here so your image will pop up on the screen.
Here.
Thank you. And you have a lovely background there. Your responsibility is to serve on the board this year as president-elect, preparing yourself for the day when you will assume the presidency of the club. Do you understand that you must attend the president-elect training session in Dallas, and you should attend all district assemblies, district seminars, and the district conference? Do you recognize that your attendance at these meetings is prerequisite for gaining better understanding of the duties and responsibilities of the office of the club president? Further, do you agree to review a copy of the Rotary's Manual of Procedures, the club's constitution, and the club's bylaws, and become familiar with them? And if you agree, please say I do.
I do.
Thank you. I was wondering if you're going to accept that or not.
I do, and I will.
Great. President Cindy Cherry, please say here so we see your lovely face on our screen.
Here.
You've been selected as president of the Rotary Club of Beaumont for the 2020-21 year. It's the duty of the president to preside at meetings of the club and the board of directors and to perform such duties pertaining to this office. Do you recognize by your selection, the members of your club have recorded their confidence that you have the spirit of service. You have the ability to lead them in the year ahead. You understand the principles of Rotary. You are truly a representative of your profession. You have the courage of a leader. You have the humility of a servant. Do you, Cindy Cherry, agree to lead the Rotary Club of Beaumont only in those actions which exemplify the highest principles of Rotary? Do you agree that you will conduct the affairs of this club in accordance with the Constitution and bylaws of Rotary International and this club? Will you strive to advance the Rotary International theme of Rotary opens opportunities as president of the Rotary Club of Beaumont? If so, please say I do.
I do.
Thank you. Past presidents play an important role in the continuing growth and development of the Rotary Club of Beaumont. Each has a breadth of knowledge and experience from having held the presidency, and they continue to serve as trusted advisors whenever needed. Collectively, they are the strong foundation upon which we build a stronger program of service above self and a stronger club. At this point in the program, past presidents in the club usually share in the gesture of passing the gavel, one to the next, to signify the continuity and his or her continued support for the new president. Since we can't do that today, I will call each past president by name, and if they were able to join the meeting, each will have the opportunity to express their support and good wishes to Cindy, maybe a sentence or so. And a side note to the other person with the last name of Mason on this call, Jackie said she has the mute button. So it needs to be short. Okay. 1969 to 70, Charles Locke. 1971-72, Thomas K. Lamb, Jr. 1975 to 1976, Robert Robertson. 1976 to 1977, Benny Hughes. 1983 to 84, Charlie Weinbaum. 1984 to 85, James Broussard. James, I know you're here. Unmute yourself. James. Yeah. Okay, we'll go on. 1985-86, Jim Stokes. Believe you're here.
I'm delighted to be here today. In fact, I'm doing an installation of our club president here in Victoria tomorrow. So it's a pleasure to be here. Wish I could be there in person.
Thank you for joining us. 1988-89, Larry Beaulieu.
It's my pleasure, 88, 89, so whatever that is, 30 some odd years ago. As I look back, I know what my shortcomings were, and I know that Cindy has the skills that I didn't have, so we're in great shape. Congratulations.
1993 to 94, Dave Hitt. Is Dave with us? 1998 to 99, John Quigley. 1999 to 2000, Floyd McSpadden.
Cindy, I just want to wish you the very best and know that everything will be great. As the Y2K president, I know that we can overcome a lot of things and it all gets better. So best wishes. Your can-do spirit will lead us to greater heights.
2000 to 2001, Chuck Mason.
Cindy, I know you're the type of worker that will lead us forward as people of action. And rather than passing you one of those silly gavels, I'm going to give you something that you can put to use, if I can get it in there. If you have any problems with any of the members, feel free to use this.
2001 to 2002, Roger McCabe.
Cindy, I wish you well and pass the gavel to you. You're going to have a bunch of challenges that the rest of us did not have. And I wish you well, and I know you're going to succeed. And when you look back on it, the challenges are going to be those that you have overcome, and we are going to be so proud of you. Good luck.
2006 to 2007, Gerald Condon. 2007-08, Angela Baker.
Here's your gavel, Cindy. And I wrote on there that no pandemic is going to stop you from being a great president. I'm so proud to be able to be your advisor, and I hope that I can be there for you whenever you need me. But I have no fears that whatever comes before us, you're going to be able to lead us through, because as Becky said, you have the enthusiasm, and the spirit and the heart to do it. So congratulations.
Thank you.
2009, 2010, the man with the new beard, Kevin Roy.
Cindy, congratulations on your first meeting as the president of the Rotary Club of Beaumont. I can vividly recall your passion and commitment when you first joined the club back in 2008, and it stayed with you throughout all this time. So thank you for always participating with compassion, inclusivity, and consistency. I'm honored and proud to transfer this title onto you.
2010, 2011, Bobby Applegate. She was here. Okay, 2011-12, David Locke. 2012-13, Becky Mason. I've said enough because you already know how much I love you. So. 2013-2014, Chad Blanchard. 2014-15, Vernon Pierce.
Cindy, I am so excited. You're going to do a great job. I'm really looking forward to seeing your leadership. And I know that everything will be just perfect. But just remember, every mess up will come back to haunt you and be recorded somewhere. So just remember that. Congratulations.
2015-16, Pat Anderson.
Well, all I have to say, Cindy, is I don't know if you can see my gavel. I got the gavel passed it to you. You've done remarkable in what you've done for the Rotary Club already. So I look forward to what the future is going to be like. And I know you'll do more and better and move us forward. And as one of Becky's assistant governor, I'll be here for you, whatever it takes to make it happen. So congratulations and look forward to it.
2016-17, Ted Moore.
Hello there.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to say good luck. You're going to do great at what as a club president. All I can say is that I'm happy in what the only thing I'm happy about in this pandemic is that I still get to watch you through Zoom meetings and attend our club. Even though I won't be there physically, I'll certainly be here by Zoom. And I'm looking forward to seeing you, and you'll do great. Have fun.
2017-18, Tim Sedella.
Cindy, we served together on a lot of fronts through Rotary, and you always served with a servant's heart, and I know you're going to do a fantastic job. One bit of advice, if you ever find yourself in the vehicle heading to Ryla with me, be a little more assertive when I take a wrong turn. Although we did see some interesting sights in East Texas. You're going to do great. I look forward to serving under your leadership.
2018-19, Lynn Castle.
Cindy, I don't have a gavel, but I do have a meat tenderizer. And it works pretty good. So I guess Chuck and I, again, great minds think alike. Yeah. I want to congratulate you. I think you're the 8th woman president of our club, if I'm not mistaken. I think I was the 7th, so you would be the 8th. And when other past presidents tell you that the year is going to fly by, you will blink your eyes over because you're going to be so busy, but it's so much fun and it goes so fast. And I know you're going to do a fantastic job. And I'm always here to help you whenever you need anything. Just so you can count on me as well as your other Rotarians. It's a great organization and everybody chips in so much. So don't think that you're at it alone because you got a great group of people behind you. Congratulations.
2019-20, Joe Domino.
Cindy, see if I get this up here. Hold on. Now you can see mine. I wish I could pass the gavel to you in person, but since COVID-19 has made that impossible, I am passing the gavel to you virtually. Congratulations. I know you will do a great job as our new president. I wish you all the best and a very successful year.
And I just saw John Quigley's picture pop up, and apparently we don't have you on, we missed you somewhere along the line. What year were you president, John? Oh, you're still muted.
Yeah, well, I missed the mute and unmute. Sorry about that. Cindy, I'm looking forward to having fun this year because I think having fun is one of the main things we need to do in Rotary, and I know you're going to take care of that for us.
Did I miss anyone else? Any of the other past presidents?
Becky?
Yes.
This is Bobby. And
Yes.
I was not able to unmute myself, unfortunately, when my turn came up.
Okay.
Cindy, I think your skills are well matched to meet your year as our club president. I'm proud of you and what you have accomplished in the club so far. And I know that your leadership will thrive. Make sure you have some fun.
Okay,
Thanks,
anybody else
Becky.
that I missed? All right, by the authority of Rotary International and this club vested in me as installing officer, I now declare that the officers and directors of the Rotary Club of Beaumont are duly installed. Will the club members and visitors welcome the new president, Cindy Cherry, and the 2020-21 officers and board with an enthusiastic round of applause. Yay! President Cindy, you're now invited to address the membership with your welcoming remarks and your vision for the club for 2021.
Thank you, everyone. When I called the Beaumont Rotary Club 12 years ago and said, I think I want to join Rotary, I had no idea it would lead to this. I really didn't even know what Rotary was, only that a family friend from Levelland always spoke highly of it. Randy Fluke called to interview me, and we soon found out we had Texas Tech and Lubbock in common. My first Rotary meeting was on Youth Day, where students and Interact clubs were recognized for impressive numbers of community service hours, and 2 scholarships were awarded. I was hooked. Looking around the room, I saw one person that I knew, but everybody I met was friendly and welcoming. I soon knew a dozen people, then 30, then 50. Rotary was fun. Every Wednesday meeting sent me back to work with newfound knowledge from our speakers and also from our members, like the fact that Roger McCain's coworker, otherwise known as Scott Hall's mother, grew up across the street from me in Morton, Texas, population 1,799. Salute. Rotary did meaningful projects that addressed community needs and made an impact. I think I volunteered for everything, from my flag route, which I have now laid claim to RILA, to building a playground, to painting, planting, moving, cleaning, tearing out, loading, sanding, reading to children, filling food boxes, serving burgers, sweating, freezing, pushing a wheelbarrow full of dirt. The list could go on, all while Tim Sedella took hundreds of pictures, and if it was an inside project, shared his playlist of sad 80s love songs. In an article where Warren Buffett told a teenager his secret to success, he listed 4 types of people to surround yourself with. People who live by their values, people who do what they love, people who actually listen, really listen, people who live and work by their integrity. I found these people in Rotary. Individuals who live by the 4-way test with truth, fairness, goodwill, friendship, and an interest in the well-being of others. Watching them lead with confidence, ease, grace, and dignity has inspired me to grow. Rotarians have encouraged, challenged, and provided me an education and leadership that is priceless. I continue to learn from someone in this club every day. Rotary has also shown me the power to accomplish daunting tasks against what seems like insurmountable odds. I'll give you an example from RILA 2020. We had 22 high school juniors set to leave on Friday afternoon. A horrible storm was predicted for the day and time our students were set to leave. Our bus was grounded for Friday. A little while later, we learned that the bus would not be available on Saturday. Teresa Simpson contacted students and parents with a change of plans. She called Robert Turner and Anthony Toops. Neither could get us vans on such short notice. She looked at her coworker and said, "We are Rotarians. We are going to make this happen." So what did she do? She called Pat Anderson. He got his church's 15-passenger bus. She texted us at camp to use Tim Sedella's trailer for the luggage and my truck to pull the trailer. Randy Shelton met my son at my house to pick up the truck and every receiver my husband owns, so we were sure to have the one that fit. Saturday morning, everyone meets at Kelly High School and we have an extra passenger, Gary Monkla, part of our dynamic duo. Now between the bus, the truck, and Teresa's car, we are one seat short. But the Rotary magic is still with us. One of the campers, who also happened to be the best friend of Teresa's son, was driving his brother's SUV while his car was in the shop. With Teresa in the SUV, Randy in the truck, and Pat and Gary in the church bus, 26 people were on their way to Woodlake, Texas. We are Rotarians. We are going to make this happen. And we did. Again and again and again. Through hurricanes and floods and pandemics, Rotarians make things happen. Together we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, and in ourselves. Our club will carry out Rotary's vision this year as we assemble and send layette bags to new mothers who live in poverty in Nicaragua, as we offer support to the Rotary Club of Magnolia in District 5910 with a peace project in Sierra Leone. We will continue to serve our students at Martin Elementary with books that will bridge the reading gap and put them a little farther down the path to success. We will serve our community with service above self projects that meet a need and make a difference. We will sponsor high school juniors with the Rotary Youth Leadership Award and help build tomorrow's leaders. We will award deserving students with scholarships, those attending straight from high school and a non-traditional student at LIT. We will recognize those members in our community that go above and beyond with the Vocational Service Award. We will raise money for our club and honor our country by putting out flags. We will continue to strive to end polio. For the past few years, we have been exploring additional ways we can enhance the educational experience of our students at Martin Elementary in both big and small ways. We will continue researching courses of action and move forward when the timing is right. Uncertain times call for flexibility and patience. In closing, it is the immense talents and capabilities of each member of this club that has given me the confidence to take on this role. Your dedication and enthusiasm will continue to allow our Beaumont Rotary Club to accomplish anything we take on. Thank you to those who noticed my love for Rotary and started me on this journey. It has been, and no doubt will continue to be, a most rewarding experience. Now, let's sit back and enjoy an encore performance of the Rotary Family and Friends Virtual Chorus, masterly produced by Rotarian James Hahn for District Governor Becky Mason's installation 2 years ago.
With
Outstanding. Okay, if everyone would please join me in the four-way test of the things that we think, say, and do. First.
Is it the truth?
Second.
Is it all concerned?
Third.
Will it build
Build goodwill and better
friendship?
Fourth.
Will
Will
it be
beneficial to all concerned?
And unofficially fifth. Will it be fun? Thank you all for making this a really special day. Meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
Great job, Cindy.
Good job.
Congratulations, Cindy.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Cindy.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
I think they probably heard that bell in Silsby. I rang it pretty loud.
Congratulations, Cindy.
Thank you, Ted.
Girls rule, Cindy.
Congratulations, Cindy.
Vernon, check
Congratulations.
John.
Vernon,
Well
check
done.
the messages, the chat.
All right. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Cindy.
I'm excited for you.
Thank
Congratulations, Cindy.
Make Level Land proud, girl.
you. And our Red Raiders.
Cindy, you need to read the chat boxes.
I figure Vernon is really, he's just counting down the days till it's the roast or toast or whatever we're calling it now.
Lots of nice comments there. Okay.
Yeah, I could only hint of great things to come because we're kind of flying by the seat of our pants here for a little bit.
It will be okay. It'll be fine.
Congratulations, Cindy.
Thank you, Kevin, so much.
All right. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Cindy.
Thanks, Bobby.
Bye.